Hi friends, hola amigos. Estamos en la lección 20 sobre la medición. So we're on lesson 20 about measurement, but today we're going to be adding and subtracting using number lines. So let's see what our learning target is. So vamos a ver cuál es el objetivo de hoy. I can add and subtract by using a ruler as a number line. Yo puedo sumar y restar usando la regla como una línea numérica. What is our action? What are we doing today? ¿Cuál es la acción que vamos a hacer hoy? We are adding, sumando, we are subtracting, restando. And how are we doing that? We're doing something special today. ¿Cómo vamos a sumar y restar hoy? Using a ruler like a number line. So rulers and number lines are really similar because they both have a line with dashes and the numbers are a certain distance apart. So let's see what that'll look like today. Let's look at an example problem. Vamos a ver un ejemplo de un problema usando una regla como una línea numérica. If our problem is, what is 20 yards more than 35 yards? So, ¿cuánto es 20 yardas más que 35 yardas? Then where are we starting? What's the starting number? ¿Dónde vamos a empezar? ¿En qué número? We will start in 35, and are we having more yards? Are we adding more yards or less yards? ¿Vamos a añadir más yardas o vamos a restar yardas o quitar yardas? It says more. So we need 20 more. So we can jump certain distances or increments until we jump up to 20 yards. So what should we jump by? We could jump by tens. If we jump 35 and 10 more, what do we get? Si saltamos 10, una distancia de 10, ¿dónde estamos? 45. But it says we need to go 20 yards more. So we need to go again. Now where are we? So ahora vamos a verificar qué hemos hecho. Nosotros saltamos 10 y 10 más. Y 10 más 10 es 20. Hemos sumado aquí 20 yardas. So we jumped 10 two times. 10 plus 10 is 20. So we jumped from 35, 20 more, and what's our answer? 55 yards. 55 yardas. Let's try again. Notice how when we're adding, we're moving right. Mientras estamos restando, vamos a la derecha. Perdona, no restando, sumando. Let's try another problem. Vamos a ver otro problema. 50 yards more than 10 yards. 50 yardas más que 10 yardas. Where do we start? ¿Dónde empezamos? We are starting at 10, and how many more do we need to add? 50 more. So we can start by adding by 10. 10 would get us to, y si sumamos otro 10, and if we add another 10, we would be at 40. Another 10, 50. Let's see how many 10s we've added. Vamos a ver cuántas decenas hemos sumado. If I look at the top, I'm counting 10, 20, 30, 40. And how many do we want to add? 50 yards more. So what do I need to do? I need to jump one more 10. And that will get us to 60. So what is 50 yards more than 10 yards? 60 yards. Ok, vamos a ver el problema número 3. 25 yardas más que 10 yardas. ¿Dónde empezamos? ¿Con qué número? Empezamos con 10. ¿Y cuántas veces tenemos que saltar? 25. What number should we be counting by if we're trying to jump 25 yards? Should we jump by tens again? 10, 20, 30. Debemos saltar de 10 en 10, 10, 20, 30. That's not going to get us to 25. What could we count by instead? What about fives? Let's try that in our head before we do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That could get us to 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, let's jump by fives. So if I jump 10, 5 more is 15. ¿Qué viene ahora? 20. What comes next? ¿Qué viene ahora? 25 más 5. Let's check at the top and see how many we've added. I'm counting the fives. Estoy contando los cincos. 5, 10, 15, 20. How many more times do I need to jump? Just one more time to get to 25. Y la respuesta aquí abajo, 35 and 5 more is 30 plus 5 was 35. So 25 yards more than 10 yards is 35 yards. We are still moving to the right because we have been adding this whole time. What word tells us that we need to add? ¿Cuál es la palabra que nos dice que tenemos que sumar? The word more. Let's take a look at the next problem. This problem says 40 yards less than 60 yards. What do you notice? What's the difference between this problem and the problem we just saw? We were using more and now we are using less. So estábamos haciendo más y ahora tenemos la palabra menos. So, ¿qué tenemos que cambiar? Instead of adding, we're going to be subtracting. That means we need to jump a different way on the number line. Which way do we need to jump now? Now we need to jump to the left. Ahora tenemos que saltar a la izquierda. So let's look again. 40 yards less than 60 yards. What number are we starting at? We're starting at 60. Where should the 60 go? Should the 60 go all the way back on the left or should the 60 go to the right? Since the 60 is going to be our biggest number, I'm putting it on the right so that we can jump backwards to find 40 yards less. Okay? Como el número 60 es nuestro número más grande o el total, yo voy a ponerlo justo a la derecha para que podamos saltar a la izquierda para encontrar cuál es menos. So now, how can we jump to get 40 yards less? Should we jump by ones, jump by twos, jump by fives, jump by tens? What would be a quick way? Jumping by tens is the quickest. If we jump backwards 10, where would we land? At 50. Again, si lo repetimos, let's see, so far we have 10, 20, 30. We need one more. And where do we land? So 40 yards less than 60 yards equals 20 yards. Notice how here, when we subtracted, we started on the other side of the number line and we worked backwards because we're trying to find a number that's less than 60, not a number that's more than 60. Now I have some problems for you to solve on your own. Make sure you pay attention if the word says more or less. If it says more, you're going to want to start your number on the small end, the left side, so you can jump to the right and add. If it says less, that means you're starting with the bigger number and you need to jump backwards to get to the smaller number. This one says 20 yards less than 50 yards. So where are you going to put the number 50? Are we going backwards and finding a number smaller than 50, or are we going forwards and finding a number bigger than 50? Since it says we're finding a number that's less, that means 50 is our big number. We're going to be putting 50 at the right. Now it's your turn to get a piece of paper and a pencil and draw these jumps, okay? Draw a line like mine with some other lines coming vertically, and you're gonna jump until you get to 20 less and find your answer, and you'll put it in the boxes below. Okay, so ahora te toca a ti resolver este problema con lápiz y con papel, escribir la línea horizontal, las líneas más pequeñas verticales, poner el número 50 y empezar a saltar hasta que tengas la respuesta para 20 yardas menos que 50. I will show you this again below so you don't have to memorize the problem. Also going to solve problem 6, 35 yards more than 15 yards. So I want you to just point at the screen right now. Where do you think I'm going to put the number 15? Is it going on the left side of the number line or the right side? So enseña en tu pantalla donde tú crees que tenemos que poner el número 15. Perdón, no 50. 15. ¿A dónde va? Because we are going to try and find more than that. And we're going to jump to the right. Okay, so this will be another one you're solving on your own. And another 60 yards more than 20 yards. Point on the screen. Where do you think we're going to put the number 20? Enseña en la pantalla donde tú crees que tenemos que poner el número 20. It will be on the left because then we have to jump to find more. And the last problem is a little bit different, but still uses a number line to help us with subtraction. So let's look at this pencil. The number line below it used to be a whole ruler or a whole meter strip, but it got cut. So we only have between 49 and 66. We don't have 0 to 48 to 49. We don't have that part of the meter strip. It got cut off and it's missing. But we can still use this piece to measure the pencil. How? We see that the pencil goes from 49 to 62. Does that mean that the pencil is 62 centimeters long? Did the pencil go all the way from 0 to 62? It did not. It only went from 49 to 62. So how can we figure out how long this pencil is? One way is by counting each of the spaces between 49 and 62. So I could go, okay, I'm going to count from 62 to 61. That's 1, 2, and I could keep going all the way till I get to the end of the pencil. And that would tell me how many centimeters it is. I could also use a subtraction sentence like the one you see below. And I could take the total where the pencil ended and the number where the pencil started, and I'm going to subtract to find the difference between those two numbers. So para ver cuánto mide este lápiz, yo podría hacer una oración de resta para encontrar la diferencia entre el número donde terminó el lápiz y donde empezó el lápiz. So 62 menos 49. So I'm going to ask you to solve this too and tell me how long the pencil is. Okay? So now that you're finished watching the video, get to work, make sure you have your own paper and pencil, and do your best. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.